Hello and welcome to Regenerative Living. Today we're going to talk about Protopia versus Utopia. Many of you probably have heard about a utopia or are familiar with that term, this idealistic or perfect world, reality, existence. But many of you may have not heard of Protopia, which was a word that was coined by Kevin Kelly, a futurist who published Wired magazine and a technologist. And I hadn't heard of it either. And when I was introduced to it, I kind of had like it made sense to me, because I had always felt that utopias were unattainable, unachievable, and therefore unrealistic, and could lead to disappointment and could lead to unfulfilled dreams. And I'm somebody who likes to accomplish my dreams. I consider myself somebody with vision. And so Protopia, as defined by Kevin Kelly, is something that's like incrementally improving, a higher state of existing, very aligned with regenerative thinking and regenerative development theory, as to like Kaizen in Japanese philosophy of incremental improvement and always trying to evolve or co-evolve to a better state than the current state. It's about improvement. It's not about perfection. It's about learning from your mistakes, trying not to repeat them again. It's all about that intrinsic wisdom and knowledge of nature and of your inner knowing, of your own intuition. And so for me, Protopia resonates much more because I think it's much more achievable to incrementally improve or elevate your state. And so that's why I think from a regenerative living standpoint, Protopia seems much more achievable. And so I'd love to know in the audience and the viewers what your Protopia or Utopia, what you dream of. Have you used AI to generate images? Have you drawn images of what that looks like? Have you thought about or meditated on your perfect reality? I know I have, and I know that in some regards, it changes minute by minute because we are evolving. We're not static. And I think the opposite of utopia is dystopia. And so it's the opposite of regeneration is degeneration. Sustainability is kind of like, just status quo. And so I always talk about going beyond sustainability because it's not enough. But in the case of a utopia, of a place that we all imagine, a future place that we haven't yet achieved, the goal for me is to improve gradually. And it's really about the journey and not just the destination. And I think that that's very similar to our philosophy of regenerative living. It's not about where we end up. We all end up in the cosmos, in the energy forces, whatever it is that you believe. Whenever we transcend this material plane that we are existing, the three-dimensional world that we live in, we're on a journey, and it's a journey about self-discovery, self-improvement, feeling better about your life, feeling more alive. And that's what we're trying to do. And so I hope that you think a little bit about what your Protopia might be and how you're improving day by day or incrementally improving. And I hope that we can co-create and co-design a more Protopian future together.